Hey everyone out there, YouTube. So I keep looking this way because that's just what I'm used to, but the lens is like right here. So I'm gonna try to look in the lens so that way I can actually like feel, I guess people can feel like I'm connecting with them, whatever. But but yeah, sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I'm reeling from elections, which I'm not really too worried about. I kind of figured, like I didn't really have any expectations because to me they both fucking sucked, so I don't really fucking care. But aside from that, today I was thinking, I was watching some videos on YouTube and just thinking about like body image. I don't even know how that came up. You know what? I think I read an article or something, and they were talking about like they were talking about like body image issues and stuff, and how prevalent body issues can be in the gay community, which I've seen, because from what I've noticed, gay guys tend to be very um, I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of a nice word to say, um, a PC word, even though I don't do PC, but they tend to be very um, one dimensional when it comes to body. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys, they tend to look at you, and like if you don't look like the Adonis type or whatever, then you're not gonna find anyone. And I've seen that mentality still holds pretty strong. Um, Now, for me personally, as far as body image issue goes, I've never had any body image issues. I think the most that I wanted to do when I was a kid was um, get stronger, but that was about it. And now I'm actually doing it, so that makes me feel good that I'm actually like putting the work in there and actually getting as strong as I really want to. Um, um, like when I was younger, I was skinny. I was very skinny, and I had no issues with it whatsoever. I had no problems. I never was teased. I was never picked on for being skinny. Um, I'm a very hairy guy, so I was picked on for like, because I started growing body hair like kind of early, as a kid. So I was picked on more for that than like anything else. And even then, it wasn't really picked on. It was just like people pointing it out. So yeah, as far as like body issues go, I was skinny, like, and even when I started working out, I was like this big around, I was like, when I started working out, I was 170, and then like now I'm 256. So I'm literally almost 100 pounds more than what I weigh, but I can push more weight and I can push more. I can push more. I can push. I can lift. I can. I've lifted things. I've done things that I never thought that my body could ever do because of just the sheer size. You know what I mean? The sheer density that I have. It's nice. It's nice to know that like my hard work is paying off. So that makes me feel really good. It is really fucking hot. Well, now it's starting to get hot. It wasn't at first, but now it's getting hot. It's a coincidence we're talking about body issues, right? So, so yeah, like as far as body image goes, I've never had any problems. I've never had any issues with my body. Um, I always, um, I started, like I said, I started working out like a year ago, and the reason why I was working out, what made me start was because I was going through a really stressful time. Um, this guy who I really liked, did not reciprocate the feelings whatsoever, and I'm not usually the one to go after someone, so it kind of sucked really bad, and it made me feel very. I don't know how it made me feel weird. Um, Made me feel weird. So I was working at a gym, and so that helped a lot. Working at a gym helped quite a bit. So I worked at a gym and started weightlifting, and it wasn't even from that. It was just more to relieve stress. It wasn't to because I was subconsciously um, feeling like I was in like less than because of my body. You know what I mean? Because like then I actually had like a six pack ab and stuff. Now I just have like a gut, which I'm completely okay with because like I can bench like 275. So like for me that's fucking awesome. I can squat like almost 300. So I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there soon. But you know, it's like just all these personal goals, all these personal like maxes that I'm doing, you know, that makes me feel good. Like that, like knowing that I'm putting that much work into what I want and it's paying off, it makes me feel really good. It's really sunny outside today and I love it. I hate that the gay community can be very vain at times, especially when it comes to body image, you know. It sucks. It sucks because not all gay guys are like that. And we know that. You know, not all gay guys are like that. It's just sometimes it can be a little much, and guys tend to look at that and then see how someone will react for being, you know, overweight or not having a six-pack or, you know, whatever. So guys have to go out their way and overcompensate, you know, to measure this ideal of beauty. Like, you know, like honestly, so I'm 29, right? This is the first time I've heard of gay fat was last week. I kid you not. I've never heard of gay fat. And maybe it's just because I'm not really as in with the gay culture as I should be. I'm still learning things, you know. But yeah, the first time I've ever heard of gay fat. Like, it just blew my mind because I'm like, you're skinny, and dude was like, no, I'm gay fat. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? You know, so I'm like, I'm big, you know, like I'm pretty big for the most part. So, but I'm okay with it because I like my thickness, I like my size, and I'm very comfortable with myself. I'm actually more confident now as far as my body than I was when I was skinny and had a six-pack. You know what I mean? Like I had like six-pack, and now I have a gut, but I'm completely okay with it because sometimes you have to compromise things to get to what you want. And so for me, I didn't mind compromising my skinny, slender self, you know what I mean, to get to where I can push and lift and lift more. You know what I mean? That's awesome for me. But yeah, like I feel like the gay community can work on it a little bit more, you know? Like we cannot be as, what's the word? Not as judgmental as they can, sometimes as they can be. And it depends on where you live too, but I've just noticed that if you don't look like a certain type of gay, it's really hard to get anywhere, you know, because my friend is pretty overweight, and he says it's hard for him to actually, like, hooking up is easy. Hooking up for gay guys is easy regardless of what you look like, you know what I mean? But as far as like finding someone, that's really hard, you know, and it makes me feel bad because he's a really good guy, but no one wants to give him the opportunity because I guess he's perceived as someone who doesn't take care of himself, even though he does take care. He doesn't eat a lot. There's a lot of things that contribute to that, you know. So let's all just come together, you know. Let's not be like gays who like are bitchy and hate one another, you know what I mean? So we're all good people and we all deserve love. So if you had any body image issues, you know, just leave them in the comments below. Comment, you know, let me know what you think. Luckily, I've been lucky enough to not have to experience it, so, you know, hopefully it works out for everyone else too. So, have a good rest of the day, and I will see you when I feel like talking about the elections, which probably won't happen. So I will come back with another video talking about something else completely unrelated to that. So, have a good day, guys. Enjoy the weekend.